Today on the channel, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Brandon Routh Superman from Superman Returns in the DC Multiverse line. We got Superman.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another McFarlane DC Multiverse unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Superman, but not just any Superman. We got Superman Returns Brandon Routh edition. But for all your Superman Returns needs, your Superman needs, your McFarlane needs, and all points under the sun, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there, and these are currently hitting Walmart, as I did come across that big Walmart shipper in celebration of the Supergirl movie. And very interested to note on there, you do get obviously Supergirl movie figures. It is going to be a movie this summer, so that makes sense. You do get some DC Classics characters, some comic characters on there. You get Lobo's vehicle, which is always fun. But you also get some look back to past Superman and Supergirls from the Supergirl TV series. There's a figure. And we got Superman from Superman Returns. I think it is kind of fun how McFarlane is digging back in the past with some of the properties that maybe didn't get figures of the past and getting those out there for us. And it looks like with some of the leaked lists and stuff, we're going to get more Batman Returns, maybe more Batman 66. Could we finally be getting Robin? Very fun to get some of that kind of stuff, especially if you're a fan of some of these movies. Now, Superman Returns didn't do a lot for me. I saw it maybe opening weekend. I don't think I ever rewatched it. I couldn't even tell you what it's about at this point. It's been so long. I don't think it was as good as the Christopher Reeve ones when I was a little kid. Obviously, those hit a little harder when you're a little kid watching on TV all the time. But I do respect the Brandon Routh Superman because he's from my area. He lived like 5 miles from me. So got to rep the small town boy or something. He's from a smaller town than I am, of course. The Metropolis. Todd, you've been here. You're here right now on the couch. But very cool to get a past Superman here to go with some of the other versions we've had. And we'll do a little comparisons later in this video. And you know we're going to do this video like we do all the other videos on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what old Brandon Routh Superman's up to here. Looks like a game of getting the most out of your molds. Is this the Christopher Reeve body? Looks like it to me. Looking good there. 22 points articulation. 12 and up, you 11-year-olds, you cannot handle this version of Superman. Looking interesting. I know it is Superman for sure. Superman DC Multiverse. On the side, Superman Returns poster. Superman. Same thing on the back. Superman is returning. Right there. We need him. We need his help. We need it very bad. 22 points articulation. And I saw him at one of the Comic Cons I went to last year. I can't remember which one it was. See you later, shuffle, goodbye. And he was signing autographs, and I'm sure he likes to come sign autographs. Why wouldn't you? It's a nice payday, I'm sure. Oh, rookie beyond rookie. What are we doing? Double rookie, a double rookie. Is this how we're going to end things? See you later, goodbye. A double rookie. Been a long time. It's like the double rainbow. You just don't see it. And I would say the double rookie is rarer than the double rainbow. See you later, goodbye. Can I get this card out without slicing it? I'm counting my future retirement on this grading a 10, so I got to be extra careful. See you later, goodbye. Oh my gosh. What are we doing here? Todd, we got to make these things easier to open. That's what we need to do. There we go. Bam. See you later, goodbye. All right. Superman Returns. Real name. Yep, you guessed it. Clark Kent. Both a son of the otherworldly Krypton and planet Earth's small town Smallville, the metahuman superhero Superman, aka Metropolis's daily planet reporter, Clark Kent, must now juggle both jobs and personas while under the most severe attack he's ever faced. If Lex Luthor has his way, Superman will soon see the last of Earth, and Earthlings will rejoice. And I think a lot of us struggle with this. A lot of us that work 2 jobs every single day. Is YouTube a job? It's a fun job, but it's my part-time job, I guess. On top of my double full-time job. Anybody else besides me and Todd have a double full-time job where you work 80 hours some weeks? Let me tell you, it's an adventure. It's an adventure. But it'd be an interesting job to be a reporter by day, Superman by night, and not get paid for Superman job. I don't think he takes home a paycheck for that. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. We're getting old Superman out there. And it's not easy being a superhero. I mean, you're working for free. Is that fun? Nobody wants to work for free, do they? Yeah, Superman does. He says, I'm going to step up. I'm going to do it. It is what it is. But we got twist ties all over Superman. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like these are made out of kryptonite. I believe they are kryptonite twist ties on this guy here. There it is. Superman coming out. See you later. Superman coming out of the package. But we got Brandon Routh, Superman out of the package here. And I got to say, it looks like Brandon Routh to me. I know this Superman if I see this head and this face. Even has that classic Superman curl in the front. Got the black hair. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. A very stoic face. Superman's not all smiles, as we know. But does look good. This looks like one of those guys that my grandma would say, oh yeah, he's welcome in the house anytime, Kyle. He looks good. Looks like a nice young man. Looking pretty good. We do get the Superman cape here. Soft good cape, which is a plus. Negative, no wire in the cape. No wire, Todd. What are we doing? But it is a maroon cape, which is an interesting look. I prefer the bright red cape personally and the bright blue. This is the more maroon and darker blue. Darker light blue. Is that a color? It is now. Superman crest emblem right there on the chest. It is raised though. It's not painted on. It is raised up on the figure. That does look pretty good. Blue bodysuit throughout. That is playing those Superman hits that we like to talk about. He does got the Superman trunks on here with the Superman belt with the nice S on it. Looking good. Big old boots as well. Same maroon color. So you get the maroon in the cape, maroon in the trunks, maroon on the boots. Playing the hits. Now, no extra hands, no extra accessories at all with this one. A little bit less than, in all honesty, especially without the wire in the cape. But you do get 2 Fists of Fury, where if I can choose any hands for Superman, I'm only going to get 1 set. I'm going to take the Fists of Fury. I want Superman throwing them punches in bunches. We do get that right here. Butterfly shoulder on this one. Arms all the way around. Bicep cut. Double jointed. Pinned elbows. Yes, pinned elbows. Any shocker there? Probably not. Hands back and forth, side to side, removable. Head back and forth, side to side, removable. Hula hoop up top, and we got all that grease. That plastic grease is leaking out of him. What are we doing? It's a little that Superman lube is what that is. Traditional waist like usual. Superman splits if you need them. He does got a little bit of that diaper action, so you got to be careful if you display these guys in action poses. It will stretch out that diaper on him, but he does got the diaper. He also has double jointed pin knees as well. Ankles back, forth, side to side, up and down, and the toe articulation. Never forget the toe articulation. But Superman has returned for another unboxing with another movie edition here. Not necessarily my Superman, but still very cool. I feel like every superhero movie should get some figures from it. Just kind of like every wrestler that was ever on a main wrestling, WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, I go on and on. Feel like they should get a figure too. So I'm happy to see this figure here from the McFarlane line. Even at the near end of the line, they could come through with something like this. I do think that is fairly fun. So Superman looking pretty darn good right here, if you ask me. But we're not done. We got Superman. I grabbed 2 of them. These are much improved, obviously. I like these ones more because we got wire in the cape. Or at least one of them has wire in the cape, I should say. That's my preferred one. Always going to be preferred. But this is really what I think of with Superman, just because of so many years as a little kid watching TV and seeing these Superman movies on TV all the time. The WGNs, TBSs, they would play these things at nauseum. And then the Showtime, Cinemax, HBO, whatever it may be, would also show on pretty heavy rotation. And that's what happened when you were a kid. You only had limited channels. You'd see something like this, close enough to a cartoon. I'll watch some Superman. And that's where I was with these. Can't say the same about Batman Returns, but in a plot twist, I'm sure there's a generation out there that watches these just like I watch these, or maybe you did as well. So cool to get this one here. I'm here for it. Give me all the Superman figures. Why wouldn't we? We'll take every movie edition here, and we're going to get a lot more of this stuff, apparently, before the line is done at the end of the year. But there it is, Superman Returns Superman. You picking this one up? You need this one in your collection? Hard pass, easy pickup? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, if you can believe it, over on Patreon YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel and all the content it does bring. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available each and every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. So for Superman Returns Edition, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?